Hey there, friends on YouTube, it's the JTL. I am back again, and today I'm going to talk to you about something that I promised I would talk to you about the last time I talked to you.
The Beats EP.
Wired headphones.
So I've been using these now for several days, and I've got a report for you. This has nothing to do with the functionality, but one of the things I really do like is the look of these headphones. They are very stylish, and that is something that I think Beats has always done pretty well, although over the years I think their style has become more and more refined. Now they're very stylish in a way that to me feels more Apple-like. The style, the design language that they got going on here, the understated brushed aluminum, the very stark white with light accents of Beats and the logos here and there. They have become more of a lifestyle brand, something that you would pair with other accessories, as like your iPhone, your cases, all that kind of stuff. So these look really nice, and they also feel really nice. They're solid. I wore them for a week. They're solid. They feel good, and they're made with really good materials. One thing I will say, though, I kind of like this flat grayish cable. It matches more the logo and the Beats up here more than it matches anything else. At first I thought I liked it, but I will say that after like the next day when I went to grab them again, it looked really dingy in the way that white cables that have been out for a while look. As much as I thought the gray cable was going to be kind of cool, and I in fact didn't like it. I did make a couple of phone calls using the mic, and it seemed to work fine. I didn't have any complaints. I could hear everybody as the way I would hope to be able to hear them, so that was all good. Let's talk about comfort. If you watch my videos about the Solo 3 wireless or my unboxing of the EP, you'll know that I don't typically wear on-the-ear headphones. I've been a over-the-ear headphone guy for a long time, either over-the-ear or earbuds. And so on-the-ear headphones are not really my thing. I will say that they aren't the most comfortable. Now, I think part of that might be the fact that I'm a glasses wearer, and even though the temples on these glasses are pretty thin, these as well as the Solo 3 wireless do press down relatively hard, enough to be uncomfortable after 45 minutes to an hour, whereas over-the-ear headphones, no matter what, they don't seem to have that same problem. Now, if you're not a glasses wearer, or you're more used to wearing these, or your ears are less sensitive than mine, they're okay. I don't still like this rubber headband thing. It does grab my hair, and I don't appreciate it. But overall, fit, comfort, I'd say about a C. One thing I do want to talk about is this. I talked about it a little bit in the unboxing video. I still think it's a big oversight that Apple has released a brand new headphone. Now, this is a brand new headphone in the sense that there has been no Beats EP before. This is brand new. And they have just removed the headphone jack from their products. So to release a wired headphone without at least something to attach a lightning cable in the box, I don't know. So I would have liked to have seen a lightning adapter in the box, but if you bought an iPhone 7, then I guess you have a lightning adapter. It seems like a cost-cutting measure more than anything else, and I don't like that. So let's go on to the sound. I will say that in general, for a $130 set of headphones, these are okay. Now, I gave the Beats Solo 3s a C grade in my review of those, and I'm gonna, even though these are pretty comparable in sound, the Beats Solo 3s actually beat them in soundstage. Now, like, that is to say, the Beats Solo 3s sound wider. The stereo field, if something's panned to the left, it's way over here on the left. If something's panned to the right, it's way over here on the right. And so the sort of semicircle of sound is wider than it is here. I tested these back to back with the same songs, and that was my experience. That's not to say these don't sound good, they're just not as wide. When it comes to the actual sound, I'm going to give these a B, because they're not $300 headphones, they're $130 headphones. Now, these Sony NDR 7506s that I'm wearing right now, actually these are the V6, the more commercial, the consumer brand, but I digress. These are, sticker price $99, but you can get them cheaper than that. Sometimes they're $120, but these for me are the gold standard of $100 headphones. I have had a couple of pairs over the last 20 years. They have lasted me forever. They still sound great, and you still see people using them all over the place. So these don't match the Sonys. These are an A, these are a B. The soundstage is a little elevated in the bass. It's a little smushy in the mid-range, but not as bad to my ears as the Solo 3 wireless, because maybe it's because of the soundstage being a little bit more narrow, but the mid-range is still a little ill-defined, and so it washes into the bass, it washes into the treble. The treble is not shrill, but it just doesn't have the definition that you would want if you were paying, like with these. These are not bass-heavy headphones at all. These have a very flat signature compared to these. So now let's get down to whether or not you should consider purchasing these. It's interesting because in the age of now wireless headphones, Apple and Motorola and some other companies pushing us toward wireless headphones by taking away the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, it's interesting to release a brand new product. I know it's hitting a price point for people who don't have $300 to spend on wireless headphones. You got to ask, so the question is, are these worth buying? They look good. They come in a multitude of colors. They have decent sound. They're pretty sturdy for what they are. While they're not super comfortable, these are a good entry into the mid-range headphone for Beats and Apple, in the sense that I think they're rehabilitating the Beats image to a certain extent. They're making them much more approachable. I do wish that there was a lightning adapter in here, but I understand at the price point why there's not. I understand that there are still people out there who are going to be using 3.5 millimeters, so I guess you could forgive them that. Overall, the Beats EP, better than I thought they would be. Worth $130? That's up to you. I wouldn't spend $130 on them. If you're into sound, these are maybe a good bang around in your commute kind of headphone, but they aren't for me. I'm definitely going to be returning these. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the Beats EP. Do you think it makes sense to release a set of headphones with a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack in 2016 when people are eliminating the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack? What's your opinion of Beats? My opinion continues to become more and more positive. So I'd be curious to know what you folks think about Beats in this day and age, especially post-Apple purchase. If you feel like hearing more about headphones and other audio type stuff and tech gear, please consider subscribing. The button's right down there somewhere. And thanks for being here. Until the next time, this is the JTL and I am out.